So we've got big ones, we've got normal ones, got newer big ones. They even do a double opening one, so you can open it from this side and you can open it from that side. Typically we haven't got one of those to show you today, but doesn't matter what type of fridge that you've got, the basic principles in your caravan are the same. It's going to work off 230 electric, so when you go onto site and you plug your caravan into the mains electric, it will work off that 230 volts. Same as if you're at home and you connect up the power to the house. Again, that fridge is going to work off the 230 volts. They're all going to have gas, so again they'll work on the gas, whether it's the big one, the small one, doesn't matter. A three-way caravan fridge, which is what all the caravan fridges should be, are going to work on gas, the electric, and then on the battery. Now a lot of people get mixed up here with the battery side of things, because they think that, oh, my caravan battery, it's going to work off of the actual battery that's fitted onto the caravan, but it won't. The caravan battery symbol on the fridge is actually for when you're towing. So let's just have a quick look at our electrics on the front. And again, depending on what your caravan is, you may have a 13-pin socket, or you may have two 7-pin sockets, or two 7-pin sockets. Now your black 7-pin socket is for all of the road lights, and the grey 7-pin socket is actually for your fridge, your charger, and it does need to have the vehicle wired up to be able to have that running either off the fridge as you're travelling along on the battery setting, or to be able to charge the battery, etc. If it's on the 13-pin electrics, again, it might be that your vehicle has got a 13-pin plug, but when you open the little flap up in there, just make sure that it has got all 13 pins and not just 7 of them. This 13-pin is basically the black and the grey in one plug. So it doesn't always mean that if you've got a 13-pin socket on your car that it is going to be wired for that fridge to work on the battery. We'll just have a look in another caravan here now. So again, exactly the same. You'll see that we've got our 230 volt gas and then our battery. So again, doesn't matter which one it is. On the battery, it's going to be just when we're on the car. If it was to try and run off of the actual caravan leisure battery that's fitted, it just wouldn't last very long at all. So it's just running off the car as you're travelling. As long as you've got all those 13 pins wired up on the vehicle, then your fridge should stay cool as you're travelling along on the battery side of things. You will have to put the fridge on and select the battery for while you're travelling, and it's not going to freeze down like it will do when you're using the caravan fridge either on the gas or the electric. Again, when we use the caravan in the summer and it's a lot hotter outside, the fridge isn't going to work as effectively as it would do during normal winter or cooler periods. The fridge, it actually has a system on the back that heats up, creates heat, and then inside of the fridge we've got these little fins. These little fins is what is actually going to cool the fridge down. So if it's really hot outside, the heat inside that's outside that heats up the liquid and the chemical and puts that through the fridge to cool the fridge down. Sounds a bit backwards, this, doesn't it? That is going to have to work a lot harder. So when that temperature on the outside is hotter, it's going to think that the fridge is already up to temperature, and it's going to fool the fridge, so it's not going to work as effectively. Now what you can do in the summer is actually run the fridge on the gas, and actually run the fridge on a slightly lower setting, so more of a mid to low setting, and you'll get a little bit more out of the fridge, and that will help it cool down through the summer. The other thing that you can do is remove the fridge vents on the outside. So on all of the fridges, whether it's a new one, the older ones, you should be able to actually remove these vents. And again, the main types of fridges is going to be Dometic and Thetford, and all of them are going to have these types of grills. This particular one, we can literally just slide up the little fitting there, and then that vent will come off of there. Again, to put that back on, just have to make sure that it's into position correctly, and then that locks back on. And again, other fridges are going to have different little settings. Some have got a little screwdriver, a little flathead there that you have to turn. So by removing those through the summer, it will just help that fridge, help that cool down. A little bit more difficult if you've got the awning on the side, because obviously that's going to hold the heat within the awning and just create more heat within that fridge unit. So it's a little bit more difficult. You can add fans onto there to help the fridge cool down. But again, that's getting a bit more technical. Today we're really just having a look at the Caravan fridge, how it works, what it works on. So yeah, hopefully that has explained the three-way Caravan fridge, give you a little bit more knowledge. It's not gone into full depth because there's a lot more to do with the fridge, like servicing, etc. So again, if you've not had the Caravan serviced, it's very good idea to have that checked, otherwise you could have issues with the gas side of it. If you've got a Caravan fridge and it doesn't seem to be cooling down, try it on one of the other settings. So try it either on the mains electric if it's not working on the gas, or if it's not working on the mains electric, then try it on the gas. If it's not working on both gas and electric, then there is a very good possibility that you've got an issue with the fridge itself. Another common problem is that if we're putting it onto the electric and it's tripping the electrics out, the little element, the heating element that's in the back of the fridge, it's going to be most likely that is damaged, or it's just got a fault on that little heating element and it needs replacing. So that's normally a good indicator that if you're trying to put the fridge on to 230 electric and it's tripping the electrics out, there's a fault on that fridge and it needs a new element. So yeah, hopefully that has gone through the Caravan fridges, what three-way actually means, and give you a little bit more understanding of how your fridge is going to work, and if you've got any issues, how to get around those issues and hopefully get you up and running again. Thanks for watching. I'm Mark at the Caravan Place.